Welcome to Jupiter Station. You'll pardon me if I dispense with the usual formalities, but the urgency of the situation demands it, I'm afraid. If you'll follow me, I can show you to the briefing room. Our partners in the operation are waiting for us there. The briefing room isn't far. Ilea regained consciousness recently. We have her isolated for observation at the moment. Strangely, she's asked to speak with you. Quite urgently, I might add.
You've arrived. We can now begin. I am called Ilea. I am a part of Vija, and speak on their behalf. I am that which was Ilea, and more, evolved, a part of Vija. In simple terms, I am a cybernetic life form, a living machine programmed with the knowledge of what was once Ilea of Delta. As a part of Vija, I am able to utilize their power and knowledge, though at a greatly limited scope. I am evolved. I am called Ilea. I am a part of Vija, and speak on their behalf. I am that which was Ilea, and more, evolved, a part of Vija. Through Vija, I am able to move over great distances. The greater the distance, the more energy it requires, and the greater effect it has on me. When I was with Vija, we were very far from this universe. Traveling here came at great expense to me. Vija sensed the other, alike and yet different, a dark reflection. Where Vija once wished to merge with their creator, the other wishes to punish their creator for abandoning them to the void. Vija believes the other is being sought by those you know as Terrans. They believe the Terran leader wants to use the other for his own purposes, including conquest. Vija does not want this. I am here to help you prevent that from happening. The Emperor knows that I am a part of Vija, connected. Somehow, he was able to redirect that connection to the other. The Terrans injured me. Instinctively, I called out to Vija. Only my calls were not heard by them. It was the other who heard me, and it wants to know more. It searches for me now. A crude term, but applicable. I believe the Emperor wanted to use my connection to lure the other into a trap, but I do not know why. I will go to the other. I will communicate with them as I would with Vija. I will try to reason with them, to soothe their rage, and prevent them from falling victim to the Terrans. The other is powerful and angry. They may not listen. I can only hope that, in learning of Vija, they realize they are no longer alone. They may find hope. Do you have any more questions?
That was quite the feat. One hopes her trip to the mirror universe is not as taxing as her trip here, from wherever she was with Vija.
Well, I don't know about...
Indeed. I'd like to begin with an intelligence briefing from one of our allies. They're a member of the Coalition. a resistance group in the Mirror Universe. Mr. Rayit, if you'd care to join us. Do restrain yourself, Admiral. Rayit has traveled a great distance at great risk to himself and his crew to deliver critical information on the enemy's activities. I'd ask you to respect that effort and hear what the man has to say.
Thanks, Commander. Something big is going down on a planet called Pahvo, our Pahvo, to be specific. We don't have a lot of time, so I'll get right to it if everyone's ready. Thanks, Commander. Something big is going down on a planet called Pahvo, our Pahvo, to be specific. We don't have a lot of time, so I'll get right to it if everyone's ready. Most Terrans fear Pahvo. They think it's cursed. Truth is, it's a curse of their own making. Years ago, they started brutalizing it, turned it into a monster. Then the monster turned on them. Needless to say, we were a little surprised when Tilly went to the Terrans' graveyard. Seems the Terrans got past their fear, and now we have a new reason to fear them.
Welcome to Pahvo, my own personal hell. Never thought I'd be in this wasteland again, but when the Emperor says go to Pahvo, I go to Pahvo. Better than going to an agonizer booth on the maximum setting, not by much, but better. Indeed I have, Sunshine, several times. The first time was a long time ago. My enemies managed to get me assigned to this system. Got caught in an ion storm and wound up in that universe near the goody-goody version of Pahvo. Oh, it was. I had a pretty sweet scheme in place there before some of the locals threw a wrench in the works. Managed to get away using Pahvo's power. And much to my surprise, I wound up here instead of Reise. And I really wanted to go to Reise. Oh, you know, fought for my life, barely managing to survive, haunted by energy ghosts. Business as usual on good old Pahvo. Things were looking pretty bad, but one day, surprise, the Emperor sent some advanced scouts here as part of this big scheme of his, and they found me. Oh no, some of them immediately tried to kill me. Bad move. The ones who survived realized someone like me who figured out how to weaponize Pahvo, that someone might be worth something to the Emperor. And here we are. Let's just do this quickly and get it over with. This place sucks. I almost wish it was lush again, so I could burn it all back down.
Rise is overrated. Orion's the only place to party.
They're here! Open fire! Shoot to kill!
How did those terrorists manage to find us here?
They're more resourceful than you think. Clearly.
Let's take a look.
Ready weapons, then open fire!
Looks like these crystals are burned out.
Move out and watch for coalition forces. It is a good day to die, Terrans!
There's one. Looks like the forward team managed to get our gear hooked up before the Coalition goon squad got here. Better make sure it still works, though. One of those mouth breathers might have fiddled with it before we arrived. Nice. Looks like it's working as expected. See, the guys who tried this before me just started blasting the crystals with agonizers at full power. Didn't work out well, did it? But me, I took the finesse approach. I was patient. I modulated the agonizer settings based on the response from each individual crystal, and voila! Success! Your little helpers don't say much, do they?
They let their guns do their talking for them, unlike some people.
Oh yeah, pew pew pew, fascinating conversations. Deep. Very deep.
It's her! It's Kelly! Shoot her! Shoot her now!
Oh, that nickname will never get old.
Even after nearly 2 centuries. Impressive.
Ambush! like the advance team ran into the Coalition punks. We'll need to tune the crystals ourselves. That's one squad down. Don't forget to activate the Agonizer. Get that Agonizer operational. You know what to do. All right, the Agonizers are all 5 by 5. Let's make sure the central control system is still operational. Let's make this happen fast, Inquisitor. There's far too many Coalition goons around here lately. Send the Emperor's message out to deep space. Watch my back. We've come too far to fail now, and you know the price of failure in the Terran Empire.
I'd ask you to surrender, but we all know that's not in the Terran vocabulary.
Oh, come on. Is the entire Coalition on Pahvo today?
Another skull. Trophy.
Only a minor setback, trust me. Did you miss me? You don't look like you missed me at all. Come on, are you even trying? Klingon toddlers put up more of a fight. Take them down. Fire at will. It's me. Get us off this hellhole, right now!
There you have it. Pahvo was dangerous enough before, but now, I don't want to think about what the Terrans can do with its power. Something needs to be done. Fast. Based on the data we were able to collect before we had to withdraw, it looks like the Terrans are going to use the antenna on Pahvo to send a signal into deep space. Somewhere. There's more. They set up tech to weaponize Pahvo. That antenna will turn into a planetary-based cannon of unimaginable power if we don't stop the Terrans. Something that strong might be able to hurt anything, even this other you're talking about. And it'll definitely make short work of any Coalition ship in its sights. Even a dreadnought. I think we understand each other here. I know I'm a glorified pirate, but I'm willing to risk it all to stop these bastards. Are you?
Well, I'll say this for the pirate. He can make a convincing speech when he wants to. Yeah, enough about him. We need to get moving. You ready to go?
We made it. Good timing. The Coalition's taking a beating here, particularly from the Terran flagship.
Aw, nice of Tilly to bring my ship out to this hellhole of a planet. If there's even one scratch on my ship's hull, one micrometeorite dent, I will... Well, you know the rest. Murder, death, kill, etc. Let's get to work, shall we? Before the pirate and all his little friends are blown to pieces.
Coalition forces, this is Reise. The new arrivals are allies. Please don't shoot them.
Let's hope the other... Ready for another? the entry point. The command codes they know about, yes. Fortunately for us, I have a contact with them. Even if we don't know about them.
Take me with you. You need all the guns you can get over there.
I suppose having some cannon fodder wouldn't hurt. Fine, pirate camp. Just stay out of my way and don't touch anything. Everyone ready to beam over?
And we made it. With all of our atoms and such in the right place. We need to take control of the ship. And, you know, if Kumarke, Kili, or the Inquisitor are forced to shuffle off this mortal coil, even better. And, bonus points for all three, of course.
Helping Lita out with her personal vendettas is not what I'm here for. Settle your old grudges on your own time.
Aw, it's cute that you think you're in charge, pirate. No, I take that back. It's really annoying. Keep quiet while the grown-ups are talking. Now, let's take back my ship. We're near engineering. Let's go there, disable security, take control of the turbolifts, and head to the bridge. It's high time I had a little chat with that treacherous purple hobgoblin after all. Her time sitting in my chair is about to come to an end.
I meant what I said about your vendettas, Lita.
Oh, and here I thought a pirate thug like you would want to kill Terrans. that engineering alcove? Use the console there to disable the security doors and fields. Pirate, you're on turbolift controls. You need control of those fast. There's something very dear to me that I need to check on. It won't take long. That's it. That's the plan. Let's make it happen.
I don't like this, or her. She can't be trusted.
The feeling's mutual, Pirate. Do your job, and this'll all be over soon.
How very clever of you. It'll take a while to restore control over the security systems. Whatever shall I do to pass the time? How right you are. I believe I have just the thing to amuse myself. Be seeing you.
Neither do I, especially since she's loading shuttles with protomatter bombs in the hangar bay. Knowing her, I fully expect she'll order those shuttles to target your ships. And, well, at least they'll die quickly. Look, I get it, but every minute we spend not taking the bridge means that... Oh, never mind. You're not budging on this, are you? Fine. Let's get this over with.
The Emperor's name!
Don't let them get past us!
I don't trust Lita to deal with me, Paul. I'll handle it. But I need you to cover me while I work, okay?
Check your fire! Do not shoot the protomatter bomb!
Behind us! These bombs are disabled. Moving on to the next set. Taking fire over here! Another set done. Heading to the ones behind that runabout. On the upper level! That's the last one. I think we're done here.
There. No more proto-matter bombs. Now let's do what we came here for and take back my ship.
If I had a strip of latinum for every time I heard that, I could buy a small moon.
You're quite the persistent little swarm of gnats, aren't you? How very polite of you. Since we're still being civil, let me speak plainly. You will not take command of this vessel, and should you try, you'll learn a very painful and fatal lesson. Do I make myself clear?
There! The console in the back! There! The console in the back!
Cover you. Get that force field down! We'll cover you. Get that force field down! We'll cover you. Get that force field down!
Get away from that console! Allow me to introduce my own. Total matter powered attack.
Martin's inner force field is still up!
Call the isolinear ships to
Get those chips out! In front of the helm controls, remember?
Don't fret. I have plenty of controls and throws to keep you entertained.
Drop that force field already! Drop that force field already!
Get those chips out! In front of the helm controls, remember?
What a nuisance!
We have to take out our drones first, don't we? Kumarke's drones are down. She's vulnerable now. Damn it! She has drones again! The drones are down again! Take Kumarke out!
Oh no, dear Lita. Oh no, no, no. If I can't have the prize, no one will. Computer, activate auto-destruct sequence. Authorization, Kumarke 00.
We both could have had the prize. We could have had it all, but no. You wanted it all for yourself. stabbed me in the back for the favor of a madman. Now you've paid the price for your betrayal. Hope it was worth it. Hello, old girl. I'm back. Computer, open a shipwide channel.
Attention all hands. This is Admiral Lita. Kumarke is dead. I am assuming command of this vessel effective immediately. If you disagree, feel free to step out of the nearest airlock and spare me the trouble of hunting you down. I have better things to do. Lita out.
Damn right there is. I need to settle the score with the annoying Ginger who had the nerve to call this her ship.
I made it. It's too late. I did what I could, but I failed. The other is coming. Here. Now.
My place is here, in this chair. You need to get back to yours. Ready to beam back to your ship? Damn, it feels good to sit in this chair again. Real good. Just can't let me have my moment of zen, can you? Fine. Let's deal with the Terran ship so that we can get down to Pahvo and deal with our Tilly still breathing problem.
You have got a lot to answer for, Lita. And I am going to make sure you pay for what you've done.
Bring it, sunshine. You and I have a lot of unfinished business.
Terrans killing Terrans. In the end, you all have a knife ready for everyone else's back.
That's what no, pirate. I got it.
I'm detecting an energy surge within the entity. Reading 12 power energy.
So, the Emperor's true prize is revealed at last.
Looks like your ticket home just got canceled, and more enemy ships are heading our way. Not really, no. I suggest taking out those plasma energy bolts the other is firing while we deal with the enemy fleet.
Focus on the plasma bolt. Let us worry about the terrorists. Focus on the plasma bolt. Let us worry about the terrorists. Focus on the plasma bolt. Let us worry about the terrorists. Focus on the plasma bolt. Let us worry about the terrorists. Focus on the plasma bolt. Let us worry about the terrorists. There's a few ships left to deal with. Okay, the other is recharging. Give us a hand with the Terrans.
okay? That's the solution to the situation with the other we've been looking for.
I'm guessing you have a few questions. Well, the Terrans did their best, but it wasn't good enough. We were able to get away under cloak, but the portal tech was badly damaged. We started to conduct repairs, but that was slow going in hostile territory. Thankfully, we made contact with the Coalition. While we worked to get the components we needed to go home, we teamed up with Coalition forces to gather intel on Terran activities, especially those regarding Project Pharaoh. When we got wind of what was going on at Pahvo, I was able to get a message through to Starfleet intelligence. They asked me to remain and observe the Terran fleet movements while Reyi delivered the intel report. Indeed, would have liked a better outcome over Pahvo, but we're still alive, able to fight another day.
Let's go over all this on Enterprise. We might not have a lot of time before things get dangerous again.
The other is conflicted, angry. No amount of reason would persuade them to stop, to be peaceful. They want revenge on their creator above all else. They believe the Terran Emperor can make that happen. Yes, the other will stop at nothing to get what they want. In that way, they are very much like the Emperor. We must stop the Emperor. I believe we can still connect with the other and convince them to seek a peaceful resolution to this conflict. We may need to make direct contact at the core of the other, as the crew of Enterprise once did with Vija. That type of contact may succeed where I failed.
I understand the concern over me being dead. Sometimes that can be a big advantage, especially in the spy game. Of course, the Terrans know I'm alive now as well. That'll make work on the other side of the mirror difficult in the future. But breaking cover and rescuing you seemed like the right thing to do. Don't mention it. By the look of things, there's a lot of dangerous work ahead. We're gonna need all hands on deck.
Can't say I'm thrilled to see Lita in command of one of the most dangerous starships in existence, but these things happen on our side of the mirror. The Coalition could do a lot of good with a ship like that, but we'll keep up the good fight with what we have. when we can. Thanks. And speaking of that good work, I'll be getting back to it shortly. We'll keep an eye on what the Empire does at Pahvo. When we have new intel, we'll get it your way.
The situation at Pahvo is cause for great concern, to be certain. Tactical planners from the Alliance are working on our next steps as we speak. Indeed. Fortunately, we have the data collected by De Soto and the Coalition in the Mirror Universe. The path to success may lie within that.
Enterprise is mine again. I expect I'll have to deal with a few would-be captains and their attempts to end me. But that comes with the center chair on a Terran ship. Too bad Ilea wasn't able to talk some sense into the other. Not sure I like leaving it in the hands of the Emperor and his lackeys. Especially Kildy. Looks like things are wrapping up here. I don't think it'll be long before we meet again and get convinced to do something outrageous and dangerous. Ready to return to your ship?
Security bioscan complete. Access granted.
Computer, transport object 53 Sigma to my location. Hello, old friend.